Shortly after you've submitted your quote request, you should receive notification from your regional sales rep that the quotation has been completed, and you'll be provided with a quote number. Note, all quote numbers start with a Q, all configuration numbers start with a C, and all order numbers start with an O. After you've logged in, you can find the quote by clicking on either the Quote tab at the top of the page or the Quotes link under View in the left navigation area. This will bring you to a page with a directory of all your quotes. In addition to the quote number, you can also look for a quote based on the name you assigned it. In this case, we were given quote number 10229. Once you have more quotes, they may be more difficult to find, so you can also find a specific quote by typing its number into this search field. Once you have the quote you're looking for, you can hit the Edit icon. That will take you to the default quote interface page, which shows your configuration, which we called 34-foot stock unit. You will find the configuration number just to the left, and the extended net price, which is your list price, off to the far right. I'll just scroll down. We call this area where the adjustments take place Distributor Price Listing. At this point, the regional sales manager, after consulting with yourself and, if necessary, your customer, will have made any necessary adjustments to the pricing, but you, as the dealer, still have the ability to make some additional pricing adjustments. Looking it over, you will see it has Dealer Net Price. The dealer net price is determined by the regional sales manager, and this number may change in the time between the configuration and the quote being finalized. The next line down, we have Dealer Inbound Charge, followed by Dealer Inventory Fee and Miscellaneous Charges. These are for any charges you might want to include on the deal prior to giving your customer the final quote. You'll notice there's a box around Miscellaneous Charges. That means it's a text field. Just highlight the box and type in anything you think is applicable. We're going to add a liner, and we'll give it a price of $1,500. That's going to change their total dealer cost, and everything below that will automatically adjust. If you want to add markup, you have the ability to do so, either by dollars or percentage. We'll use percentage and give it a 2% markup, which you will see reflected over here. You will also need to select yes or no, depending on whether the unit is FET, exempt or not. If it is, select yes, and you'll see over to the right that the value from federal excise tax has changed to 0. There's also a line for the FET, tire prepaid tax deduction. Note, this entry is determined by the customer, so you'll need to check with them before finalizing this field. While this field is a deduction, not an addition, there's no need to put a negative symbol prior to the number. Just enter the number, and it will automatically be deducted from the total. This gives you the total price, including your federal excise tax. If they have a trade-in reduction, enter it here. That will subtract the trade-in value from the total price, including the FET, to give you the final balance, net of trade. If they have sales tax, you will select No for the state sales tax exempt field, and then enter the percentage value for your state. The next line down asks if the trade value qualifies for tax calculation. If it does, select Yes. That leaves 2 more fields for any extra charges you may want to apply after taxes: delivery charges and a second miscellaneous charges, which you can use for things like a document fee, for example. Once this is completed, there's nothing else you need to do to get the distributor pricing. The balance due displayed at the bottom is the price you're being quoted for a single unit. So, providing you're satisfied with the pricing, scroll up to the top navigation bar. You'll see that we're currently on the Line Items page. Click on Properties. This brings you to other general quote properties, including customer and billing information. We currently have manual entry for Bill To and Ship To, but if Phil Smith had placed an order previously, these fields would be all pre-populated. Or you may have your own system for delivery, in which case you can leave these fields blank. If you want document of this quote, that's not for the end customer, but rather from East Manufacturing to your dealer. Go up to the Template field and click on East Dealer Quotation. A template assigned pop-up will appear, confirming the proper PDF document you want that will be generated at the end of the quotation process. The last thing you can do on this page is to edit the quote name. I'm going to leave it as the quote number, but you can assign the quote any name you want if you feel it will make it easy for you to locate at a later date. After you've made sure to hit Save, click Build Quote. This takes you to the quotation results page. It's set up very similar to the configuration results page, with your quick links on the left and your summary, which you're seeing now. This is a summary of everything you entered for pricing on the line items page. You'll see the distributor price listing on the bottom. As it's now classified as a built quote, you can't make any adjustments to the quote on this page. If changes need to be made, click Edit to go back into the quotation interface, where you can make any necessary adjustments. Then, go back to the top and re-click the Build Quote button. One of the final two things you can do on this page is view the quote document you just built, which you can do by clicking on the yellow notepad icon at the top of the page. That will open up a new tab in your browser containing a PDF version of the quote. The quote serial number is in the upper right corner. This is the number you will use going forward to reference the quotation, either with your RSM or when searching for it. It also has the customer's name. Remember that we selected the dealer quotation template, so in this case, your dealership is the customer. As you can see, it's a full-spec multi-page document containing everything you selected during the configuration process. As it's the same document we use internally to build a unit, the customer can use this document to review everything prior to the start of production. At the bottom of the second to the last page, you'll find the estimated weight of the trailer along with a customer price summary and the final dealer total, including all fees and taxes. The last page is the drawing, which can be used for your own records or give to the customer. Note, all browsers have different ways to download and print PDF documents. For this demonstration, we're using Outlook, so to access the toolbar, I simply move the cursor to the bottom of the page. In addition to saving or printing the document, I can zoom in or out and go full screen. Once you're happy with the quote, click Request Order, which is the book icon beside the yellow notepad. This works very much like a quote request, only now you're officially placing the order. Note, once an order has been placed, you will have to contact us directly to make any change requests. After placing the order, you'll be taken to a page with a message confirming your request has been received and that we'll be in touch soon. Clicking Continue takes you to another message page that lets you know that your request has been successful and the order has been initiated. Click Continue one last time, and you'll end up back on the quote summary page. Again, once a quote has become an order request, you are locked out of both the configuration and the quote process, and no changes can be made. You will receive an order number by email, which you could use to track its progress and access any production documents. Like your quotes homepage, your orders homepage will house all your open orders. The one we just submitted was 10206, which you can see right here. To open the order file, click on the results icon. This gives you access to a quick summary of the key information. You can see the customer's list price right here. It will also tell you the last person who made modifications, the order status, the schedule date, the serial number, a product code, and the name of the regional sales manager. They would be your point of contact for any questions pertaining to this order. At the top right of the page, you'll see two yellow notepad icons, one to view the dealer quotation and the other to view the production build sheet. That about covers the entire quotation to order process.